Megan, on Sunday, right before your game against the Chicago Red Stars, you took a knee during the national anthem. After the game, you acknowledged that it was a nod towards Colin Kaepernick and his protest. Why Sunday is the time for you to join that protest?
I think that was one of the first opportunities that I had. I think we might have had one game before that, after Colin had done something, but wasn't really prepared and just had a little time to think through it, and spent a lot of time actually thinking through it just personally, and felt like it was the right thing for me to do, and felt like it was the right time to do that.
What's been the reaction? I was brave enough to go into your Twitter mentions a little bit after. I don't know if you have, but between social media, maybe other athletes, your teammates, what's been the response?
I think from people in my life, it's been good. I think I've talked to people who are sort of equally inspired and outraged, which I welcome both of those conversations. I think that they're both incredibly important. I think overall it's been positive, and what I mean by positive is we're talking about it, and that's ultimately what I want. I don't know all the answers. I don't know exactly what my next step is. I don't know exactly how is the best way that I can be an ally with this issue and engage in the conversation, and that's the conversation I want to have of how can I be involved? How can we, how can I as a white gay woman be an ally in this issue, and try to bring awareness and try to break down some of those barriers that I think prevent us from having conversations that we really do need to have in this country.
I think after the game, you also mentioned, as a gay American, you've looked at the flag and felt it hasn't always represented kind of the protection of all of your liberties. Is that part of the decision-making process when you go through and decide that you're going to kind of join this movement?
It was part of it. I think that sort of aspect of me gave me a deeper sympathy to understanding that while some Americans look at the flag and know that it protects all of them, some Americans don't feel that way, and that's something that we need to address. And I think, looking at that flag, I also understand that the men and women that fought for it, and that everything that it stands for, is exactly why I'm able to take that knee and be protected and be able to take that stance. And obviously it's inflammatory, and it's engaging in a particular way, but it's also quintessentially very American in the same way. And I feel very lucky that I live in this great country that is always trying to be better and trying to be the best that we can be. And hopefully this is part of our evolution as a country, and obviously part of my evolution as a person.